What's going on, guys? Kahuna checking in, bringing you guys another Madden 16 Draft Champions video. Now here we are back in Draft Champs, and you guys see the three coaches that we have to work with. We have the Chargers, the Bears, or the Texans. Now are these guys all 3-4? And yes, they are. Okay, so it's just a matter of which playbook I want to use. So let's go ahead and get the Chargers playbook. Their playbook is definitely pretty solid. It definitely gets the job done. But let's go ahead and head on into the first round. Can we get a flashback or an elite? And we don't get either of those two, but we have a Kiko Alonso or a Marcus Peters. Now let me go ahead and scoop up Marcus Peters. Guys, look at this dude's stats. How is this card only an 83 overall? So that was a pretty solid pickup, man. Even though we didn't get an elite round, that was a pretty solid pickup. But round number 2, we could get Robinson and just stack up on corners, or we could get CJ Mosley. Considering we run the 3-4, CJ Mosley has 84 speed. Let's go ahead and take CJ Mosley. That should definitely be a great middle linebacker to user. And round number 3, any elites, any more elites? Okay, one elite, John Kuhn, but I'm not going to take a fullback. I'm not going to waste my pick on a fullback, but instead, let's go ahead and take David Johnson with that 93 speed. So 93 halfback, that's 93 speed halfback. That should be really nice. Round number 4, we have 2 elite offensive linemen or a Greg Olsen. Let's go ahead and get Greg because I like to go to the tight end quite a lot. So round number 5, any more elites? And we have 2 elites. We have QB Walter P or Whitworth or Ultron Werner. Let me get Werner. Look at this guy's stats, man. This guy plays way above an 83 overall. The dude makes so many plays for me. But another elite round. There we go. All elites this time. JPP, Levante David, or a Crawford. Now, it's between Crawford or Levante, but I can't pass up on Levante. Look at that pursuit, man. What was that? 98, 99 pursuit. I cannot pass up on that whatsoever. But round number 7, we see Joe Flacco. Now, I don't have a QB yet, and look at my backup QBs. They are all trash. But let me go ahead and get Orlando Franklin. I am willing to take the risk on not getting a QB. But here we go. We see an elite flash. Okay, and this is going to be an amazing elite flash. Okay, there we go. We see a flashback RG3, a Steve Hutchinson, or a Le'Veon Bell. Now let's go ahead and scoop up RG3. Yo, maybe passing up on Joe Flacco was a blessing in disguise because that just landed us RG3. Now, I never played with flashback RG3 before, but what did he have? Like, he had like 91, 92 speed. So this should definitely be really fun to roll out with RG3. And you guys see, we do have to take Lindsey because everything else wasn't the greatest. But round number 10, we see Eli Manning or a left guard, which we already have 2 of those positions. So let's go ahead and get Dante Poe. But guys, we have a problem. We have a stud QB in flashback RG3, but we do not have a wide receiver. And here we go. We see more fire. We have a Vontae Davis, a Ryan Shazier, or a Jason Hatcher. Now, I already have 2 corners, so let's go ahead and scoop up Shazier. Wow, 93 speed also. I didn't even know Ryan Shazier was that fast. I thought like at most he had 88 speed, but 93. This should definitely be a really fun team, guys. This team is definitely coming along great, but the only downside is we have yet to find a wide receiver, and we really need wide receivers in Draft Champs. And there we go. Okay, I thought I was gonna say there we go. We see a receiver, but still no receivers in sight. And man, we already have every position right here. So let's just go ahead and get another left guard. We might be able to put him at right guard. Who knows? But there we go. Round number 14, the second to last round. We finally clutch out a wide receiver, but here we go. Legend round. Can we get a Herman Moore? Can we get something good at wide receiver? But no, instead we see an EMMITT Smith. Okay, even better. Actually, not even better because we only have 1 wide receiver, but EMMITT Smith is one of the newer legends, so I will definitely go ahead and scoop up EMMITT Smith. This should definitely be really fun to play with them. So let's take a look at this offense, guys. This is what this offense is currently looking like. Running the helm. Under center, we have RG3, 92 overall flashback. He has 93 speed. Look at his other stats. His throwing stats aren't the greatest, but they're not too bad either. And you guys see at halfback, we have the newest legend. Some would even consider the GOAT at running back. We have EMMITT Smith. Now, 94 speed. You guys see his stats, man. 95 trucking. Look at his elusiveness. Look at his juke move. This is an overall do-it-all back. And well, once again, we only have 1 wide receiver, so that might be the downfall in the end. We won't have too many weapons to throw to. And this offensive line line isn't really built for Emmitt Smith. I didn't really build this offensive line for Emmitt Smith, but moving over to the defense, this defense is not too shabby either. Now, we have 2 middle linebackers because we do run the 3-4, and these middle linebackers are speedy middle linebackers as well. Ryan Shazier, 93 speed, CJ Mosley, 84 speed. Look at the hit power and everything. Yo, why is this Ryan Shazier such a beast, and why didn't I find out about like that card earlier? I knew he was good, but some people say that card's not that different from the Rising Star, but that card looks like a stud. But guys, this is what my team is looking like. We have nice defense all around. We are pretty much balanced, just no defensive line. That is the only downfall. But without further ado, boys, let's go ahead and hop into this ball game. Now, we are going to be starting off with the ball first, so let's go ahead and get Emmitt Smith going. Emmitt Smith picking up a gain of about 17 yards with his first touch, so I will definitely take it. 2nd and 3, gonna get set up the screen. We have nice blocking. All we need to do is pick up 1 or 2 blocks, and Emmitt Smith is off to the races. One guy to beat, and Emmitt Smith is gonna shrug him off like it is nothing, and Emmitt Smith is gonna find his way into the end zone just like that. In the matter of 2-3 plays, we find our way into the end zone, and man, what an amazing run after the screen by Emmitt Smith right there. But you guys see, here's my opponent out on the field for his first offensive drive, trying to put together a drive like I did, but on 3rd and 7, Big Ben couldn't get that pass off. So now forced to a 4th and 7. Here is Ben Roethlisberger gonna try to throw this one deep, one-on-one coverage, but that is why I put so much emphasis on drafting corners. That was Ultron Werner. Like I said, man, the dude just makes nothing but plays. The dude's just a playmaker, man. The dude is just a playmaker. But 2nd and 5, let's go back to Emmitt Smith. That's why we drafted him, man. We are gonna be grounding and pounding. You guys see, Emmitt Smith almost broke free, another huge gain. But here we go, we've ran the ball 2 straight times, so it is time to now see if he's willing to send the blitz and go deep. And we see Brandon Cooks wide open, and look at RG3 putting that pass on the money right where it needed to be placed, and Brandon Cooks and RG3 are going to connect and make the score 14-0. So Big Ben and his offense are back out on the field for the 2nd time on the day, trying to put together another drive, but Ultron Werner says no sir. Kahuna drafted me for a reason, so I need to make plays, and Werner already has 2 interceptions in only the first quarter, which is crazy. So here is RG3 going to the play action, trying to roll out, and we end up getting sacked for a loss of 12. 2nd and 22, RG3 dropping back, and my offensive line cannot contain his defensive line, so I did have to punt the ball to my opponent, and he ends up getting out of the dangerous territory, which was the 5-yard line. So here's Big Ben dropping back, and he's going to throw one right into the hands of Ryan Shazier. Wow, this defense is playing on another level. In only the 2nd quarter, we already have 3 picks, and my opponent pauses the game, and you guys probably know what ends up coming next. Your peer has conceded the game. Well, guys, that's going to pretty much wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys did enjoy, definitely be sure to drop that like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Till next time, guys, this is Kahuna, and I'm checking out.